Hello, people. Hello, hello. What is everyone up to today? Let me see what's going on here. See if anybody pops in. There is somebody in here. Hit the like button and please leave a comment. Or you can even hit the thumbs down, but just leave a comment so I know you're in here and who you are. That's all I ask. 3 people. What is everybody up to today? Jose. What's up, buddy? Tanisha, how are you? How is the weather where you guys are at? It's pretty nice here today. I'll admit it was about 83, maybe 84, somewhere in the neighborhood, But it wasn't windy. It was a great day today. Justin, how are you, sir? Beautiful day today. That's good. That's good. Hit the thumbs up. You guys can hit the thumbs down if you like, but just hit something, so that way it gets out. Weather here is good. It's 77. Where am I? You are in, I would say, Denver area, but I don't know. That's kind of cooler temperatures. But I'm going to say in the Denver area, Tanisha. I don't know. I'm not going to complain, Justin. I'm not going to complain. It's not bad. I'm not bad. I'm doing good. I love taking the showers with that new shower head that Becky put in, man. It's like, I don't know. It almost drowns you. It's just crazy. I like it. Yes, they're great. When they shed, the iridescence on them, and it's just like any really dark snake too. The blacker snakes. Yep. When they shed, wow, that's like a super. Is it a super titanium? I'm not sure. Or super golden child, I think it is, where they're really dark. The retics. Not sure which one it is now. I have to really sit down and think. But they're almost like a iridescence. It's really, really great. I love it when they just shed and that iridescence pops off them. Excuse me. People mowing around here, and it gets me. The allergies get me. So I don't know. So what is everybody up to, and how is everybody? And like and share this, please. Let people know I'm on here and I'm live, so that way it can get around. It's 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 how it gets out and about for people to see it. Hope more people come in. I did tell everybody, but you know what? It's such a beautiful day. Everybody's been dying for spring and the summertime to get here. And a lot of people are probably out right now. So you just got home, huh? From work and stuff? Life can be tough to deal with, That's why they say you got to take it the best. You got to just take it the best way you can and ride. It's a roller coaster ride. And you just got to take it, There isn't too much you can do about a lot of it. There is some stuff you can do about some of it, but when life gives you lemons, they say make lemonade. But I'll tell you, life gave me lemons. I tried to squeeze them to make lemonade, and it just squirted lemon in my eye, and it got worse. So I learned to just leave things go. Oh, yeah, it's quite interesting. Yeah, but beautiful day today. It's supposed to be rainy tomorrow and Sunday, which, what can I do about that? I hope it doesn't, but it's, you gotta take it with what you got. Oh yeah, you keep your stuff at a different spot from your home. Yes, which I couldn't raise rats in the house. I kept my animals here, my geckos and my snakes and all that stuff, but I do with the rats. When I was breeding rats, I had to do them in a different place. I could not do them home. No, life gives you. Okay, that's a good one. I never heard that one before, but that is a good one. Yes, but my luck, I'll tell you what would happen. I would take them seeds, I would plant them. I'd grow these big, beautiful lemon trees. I would go out to pick them. They would fall and hit me in the face or something, or split open and drip lemonade juice. I mean, drip lemon juice in my eyes. I've learned to deal with that. No, I'm only kidding, but that is a good one. I have to remember that one. Life gives you lemons. You take the seeds and plant them, and take the lemons and turn them into a fortune. Yeah, that's how you do it. That's a good one. I have to remember that one. You should give that one to Troy from. I'll have to think of his name here, but he's from Australia. He does that morning motivational 5-minute thing every day. He's a big time reptile guy, and he does that every morning. He does or every other day, he does a morning motivation, and that's a good one to give him. Yeah, I have to remember that one. I don't know if you know who he is, Gary, or not, but yeah, that's a good one. So how are you doing, Gary, and how's everything going in your neck of the woods? And what do the people want to talk about? Because we'll talk about anything that you guys want at all. So pulled some eggs. This typical life of a gecko breeder, right? You always got the geckos out, you're putting them away, and you're pulling eggs. Fixing an iPad. Do you fix a lot of electronic stuff? And do you ever save your electronic stuff to harvest the gold off it? A lot of people do that. It takes a lot. I don't know how much you would need to make a profit at it, but you got to buy the acid and all that stuff, so that all costs money. I watched a guy who took the boards and he saved them until he had like 100 pounds of boards. It was crazy. And he would have his friends would bring them over and give them to him. So what he did with the boards is he cut all the fingers off it and took those and all that until he had this great big huge amount, and he did it. And then he had a $1,500 chunk of gold when he was done, but it took him years to save it all up. I have a whole bunch next door of that stuff. I have a bucket full. Slowly going to try to save up. Oh, that's awesome, Rose. That's awesome. And how is things going down there, Rose? How are things going with you? And that's true. It takes you a good 20 to 24 hours of not consistent work, but just consistent of work time just to extract it. And then you get a powder. Then you have to heat it up and melt the powder down to the gold and then pour it out. Yeah. My son's I'm gonna tell you something. My son has a Galaxy S9 or S8, S9, I think it is. And the van door, he opened up the van door and the phone fell out of his pocket as he was shutting the van door. The van door completely latched and locked and shut. I actually had to get out and pry the door open just to get the phone out so we could open the door. And it only cracked the back glass. The front glass, not a scratch on it. I was impressed. Yeah, there's a lot of work in that too, because you got to strip all the wires off that. I mean, all the plastic off that stuff. They have they have machines now that you can put it in and it'll shoot through and pull the plastic off, but still. Yeah, they're real good. I'm impressed. I have that's what I have, a Galaxy Note 8. And I had a Galaxy Note 3 I had up until the 8, and the guy paid me at the store $300 cash just for the 8, just for the 3, because he says that's how good them ones were. So I don't know. This one here works great, so I'm not going to complain. I like it. Yeah, if you didn't have the machine, Jose, that was a lot of work, man. Well, I'm glad you're starting to get better, and I'm glad you're able to do a few things. It sucks when you can't keep food down, though. You know. Holy crap. That's freaking crazy. Unreal. So here's my question for you. Do you ever get old used Mac? Like not IMAX, but what's the MacBook Pros and stuff like that? Do you ever get any of those used or that aren't working that you can fix up or anything? Oh yeah. That's right, you were saying that. Well, the MacBooks in general, just like a little the Mac laptop thingy. I'm not sure exactly. My daughter has one. I don't know what they're called exactly. Oh, okay, Rose. I do hope you get well soon. Oh, they're not worth fixing. I was just looking for a cheap one because I have I just want to do, like podcasts and stuff off it. Now, see, I'll tell you what I do have. I have an iMac, okay? I'm not on it now, but I do have an iMac. And when I turn it on, it works fine. But then after for a while, it didn't work at all. But now it works because I'd have to sit for a long time. What happens is the picture will slowly get darker and darker and darker until the whole screen's black. Do you have any idea what that could be? And is that easy to fix? And that's a regular iMac. Yeah, I suppose that is. That sounds like a quite a trip. I don't know if I'd want to have that. Oh, okay. Is that easy to fix or no? Because I love that thing. That thing was the best computer I ever had. I suppose the board clip wouldn't be so easy to fix, would it? Yeah, see. It's not my speciality, I guess you could say. I'll have to look that up, and then I'll have to look at how can I check it to see if it's the backlight. Is there a way I can do that myself to find out if it's the backlight? I was thinking that too, because I was thinking that because that thing would get that the MacBook, I mean IMAX, they can get pretty hot to the touch even. Yeah, see, that sucks. I would hate to have to for that, and then goes. It'd be easier probably just to get a whole new system, huh? Yeah, I was thinking that too. I could also. Yep, a buddy of mine told me I could take the iMac and get a separate monitor and hook it up to the iMac to the other monitor, and have the other monitor, and you still use the PC, the Mac itself. I'm on a what am I on exactly here? It's a Inspiron 1 2320, I think it is, touchscreen, but I don't use a touchscreen. So I don't know if you've ever heard of those. I got another question for you if you don't mind answering it. I have 2 of these Inspiron. Yes, Dell. I have 2 of these Inspiron 1 2320s. Okay. The other one works great, except for my ability to get on the internet. The search engine has completely disappeared out of it. And I think my son, who was messing around with it, deleted it or something. And I don't know how to get it back up. I mean, I can't even get, like on this, I got Chrome on here, and I probably, I like Chrome, but the other one, I can't get even the, any kind of internet on it at all. It has Wi-Fi on it because I can check stuff. It tells me there's Wi-Fi's hooked up, but I just can't find a way to get the search engine to open up. Oh, so if I download Google Chrome to into a USB stick, which I got, I could just take it and plug it into it on the side and put it right in. Ha. Yep. There he is, everybody. I'm glad I got you on here because I would have never thought of that. And I have a couple of them around here, not even open. Where is it? It's over here somewhere. I got a whole rack on both sides. I got to find them, but they're in here, and I will do that. Tanisha got it, Andrew. Yes, I will do that. So, what does everybody want to talk about? Anything in particular? We'll talk about anything. Whether it's a controversial subject or not, we'll talk about it. Depending upon what it is, really. I mean, we can get bad, and I'm not going to get real bad with stuff. But other than that, we'll talk about anything. I was thinking about getting an iguana, though. Baby iguana, build a nice cage for it, raising. I used to have a really big one a long time ago. I like iguanas. They're pretty cool. They can be a handful because they do slap you with their tails sometimes, but yeah. So who's all in here still? Is Justin and stuff in here? Anybody else new? Let me see if I might have another person I can invite in here. Let me go see what they're doing. What exactly is that? I'm not sure. An iguana. They take time because you gotta calm them down. I'll tell you some stories about an iguana here in 1 second, and it's kind of crazy, but I got a lot of experience, so I think I can handle it. You're thinking about a tegu. Tegus are very interesting. I like tegus. I like the big red ones. The black and white ones are good. I could tell you a story about a Nile Monitor too if you want to hear one. But let me start with the iguana. Okay, we did the pet store thing, and a bunch of my friends had iguanas, and they had some big ones. They had ones that were like, 4 feet, 5 foot, maybe 6 foot with the tail all included. Really nice. My one friend, he opened up his cage, and it was a big male, and I don't know what he was doing. He went in to feed it or something, and it jumped out and grabbed him by the nose. And he actually had to go get his nose stitched back on. He had to take his nose, it bit the whole end of his nose right off, and it went way up. It was like this down, and he had to go get that, and they sewed it back on. It was crazy. Then I had another friend who was goofing around with his green iguana. It was another huge one like that, and it bit his middle finger, and it bit his finger right off. And he had to go get that attached back on in surgeries and stuff. It was crazy. But again, if you don't work with them enough and work with them all the time, this is the things they do. Then when I had the pet store, this was a photo shop in the same mall we were in. And the pet shop guy would come over and pay money just to feed the Nile Monitor. He would go pick out like a mouse or something, pay for it, and then he would feed it, which is fine. It doesn't bother me. It wasn't costing us anything to feed it. The guy was paying for it. And one day I was on a phone business call, and I'm sitting there, and I'm behind the counter, and he walked over and wanted to do it. And I told him, I said, I'll be right with you. You got to give me a minute. This is an important phone call. It was like a fish order or something. And I was talking, and I said, do not open that cage. And he stuck his hand in there, and it bit his finger. Bit him right around his first finger, just about where the knuckle is, the knuckle is, and pulled. And he pulled his finger. It degloved his whole finger. Degloved it. He had to go get plastic surgery to get skin grafts and stuff for his finger. He tried to sue, but he didn't get nowhere because there's signs of don't stick your fingers in the tanks, don't open up the cages and stuff. But after that, we had to put stuff up so that people couldn't get to the cages and stick their hands in there no more if they opened it up. Yes, Justin, I would definitely get a monitor. Did you see that one that the Tyndall's got? That the green mangroves monitor, man, that's beautiful. But I like monitors too. Yeah, if I got a monitor, it would have to be a water monitor. I just love those things. They get big. They're nice. Although the black-throated monitors are good. You're covered in scar. Oh yeah. Well, their nails are long. Yes. I was holding a monitor once on my arm. I had my arm out like this. I had its tail in my hand and its mouth opened up. Right where your arm meets your elbow here, it bit me right on the side. Jumped off my arm and tried to spin a chunk of skin off. I had to grab it and hold it. All my friends were laughing at me, and it wasn't a big one. It wasn't a real big one, but it was big enough. And I held it real tight, and then we got it to let go, and I had a bruise about that big with teeth all the way around it with circle cut. It was like a circle cut. Wouldn't have been long, and he would have had a chunk of skin off. It hurt bad. It was just extremely painful. A lot of blood. It was funny. Oh. Covered in bite scars. Yeah. Well, he's calming down now, though, right, Rose? You still have him or no? I can't remember. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Now, why is that? I know Ackies are like a smaller monitor and stuff, but why wouldn't you be able to have like a water monitor or something? That stuff could not live in Massachusetts at all once winter hit. I mean, they pass these laws, which is kind of ridiculous on how they do things. I'm sure Gary agrees with me. And Gary has that Nile Monitor where he's at. So I don't understand why. You know, that's like here. I could have any snake here. If it's not native to here, it will not live in the wintertime. Like a berm would die, a retic would die, any python would die. I don't even think like a king snake, any kind of king snake would, maybe a prairie king snake, but I don't think like anything from the south, like a Florida king snake would die off. The other one, California king snakes would die. Oh, you learn that. See, that's good. You've learned how to do it. See, I live in North Dakota, so I know nothing would live here. Just like you, nothing could live there either. There is not one animal besides like a garter snake from your area or a bull snake or something native to your area is the only thing that would ever live. And then that's questionable because if you have them in captivity and you're taking care of them, you know, let's say you're taking care of animals and you got like 10 animals that are native to your area, and you are taking care of them in captivity and you have them for years in captivity, and let's say somehow all 10 of them got out, I would say more than half of them would die off because they're not going to be ready for what's coming. And if you're lucky, the other half might live, you know, but I would figure in a couple of years, there would only be like one or two that would make it out of the 10. Just because of the temperatures and the scarcity of food, I would think, around these areas and stuff like that. I think they would run into trouble. What do you think, Gary? You think that's a plausible number? Like 2 out of 10 would make it? Now, see, that's crazy. It's a beautiful iguana, though, Rose. If that, exactly. That's why I said if that. Oh, you switched accounts? Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Oh, you have 9 YouTube channels. Berms are okay, boas are okay, and tegus are okay. But what can't you have down there again? Oh, it's yeah. Yeah, that's it here too. Wait, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. It changes, yeah. Our radio related, yeah. Are the red ones kind of expensive, Rose? I don't know. I've never priced them. I know greens are pretty cheap, but it's when you get into the other stuff, it runs, a pretty good price. North Dakota has what they consider just one venomous reptile, and that's the prairie rattlesnake. Right on the border of where they can be found. They either can or can't. There's a controversy. Some people say they're here, some people say they're not. So it's hard to say. But we do have western hognose snakes, and some people, it depends on who you're talking to. You go to some of these venomous boards on Facebook, like what's his name? Al's channel. He says they're venomous. Hello, Becky. And you go on the venom interviews, and they think they're venomous. So I don't know. I have seen some pretty vicious hognose snake bites that day.
I got a question for everybody.
Okay, what's your question, my dear?
I know your answer because your answer is the same as my answer.
Okay.
But our answer is totally different from our children's answer.
Okay.
So, I want to know, what does everyone put on their pretzels?
The soft pretzels. Do you put anything on it? Do you dip them in anything? Anything?
Because I'm nibbling this pretzel and I know it's missing something. So what do you all put on your soft pretzels?
Yeah, good question. What do you guys put on your soft pretzels? Ha! Mm-hmm. Gary knows. Mustard and cheese. That's the one. That's correct, buddy.
Gotta be brown, spicy mustard. It has to be brown, spicy mustard. Like this.
Don't get that in my eye. Jason, Warner agrees with you, brown spicy. Yep, there we go. Gary knows. Gary knows his stuff.
Not that so much, though. One bite?
No, thank you. No, I don't want one.
No, you want bite.
Here you go.
Here you go.
I know you're hungry. No, I know you're hungry.
Here you go. No. Here you go.
I know you're hungry.
Hey, Daddy. I know you're hungry. Here you go.
Have you guys seen that yet on the TikTok? Oh my god. Oh man, you watch way too much TikTok. Bad enough I know what it was. Here you go, buddy. I know you're hungry. Greens are between 50. Yeah, reds are about 75, which ain't bad. Blues are $100. That ain't bad either. Albinos are what I would really like, but at the what? Yeah. If we go, it might rain tomorrow, so if we go, it's questionable if it's going to go to the rain. Okay. All right. So yeah, Tanisha got it right away as soon as you walked in. So you had a long day there, Youper, huh? Now, an anaconda definitely would not make it there. No way. Come on, don't. All kinds of people. I'm just trying to think of what we were talking about before the mustard incident. Oh, venomous snakes. Okay, that's what it was. Gary, I could show you a report. This is several reports, medical reports of people that were bit by hognose snakes, and it was just as bad as getting bit by something else, man, because their arms swelled up. They got blisters on their skin fell off, they had big open sores, they had to get skin grafts, the whole 9 yards. It was horrible, but it was by a very large hognose snake, and it was I suppose when they got bit, they let it chew a while, you know. You like the ice cream. Yeah. I got I definitely got the I remembered what we were talking about. Oh, that's pretty nice. That's really nice. Yes, it is. Rose, you did a good job there. But reds are cool. I like the reds. They really pop. And I like the albinos. They really pop. But those real expensive, what were they? The the super citrus? Yes. They're like a dream animal, you know. Stevie, how are you doing, sir? How is Stevie doing? So how are things going with you, Youper? How are things up there? Did it get sunny at all yet, or is it still like rainy and stuff, or what? $80 today. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That was a cool job to have. Yeah, that would take a. I think of all the stuff I can get with the money I would have to spend on just one animal, and it just it sometimes makes me not to want the animal, but then it makes me think, well, I can get all this other stuff first, so always sets me back as I get everything else, and then I go that way. Thank you, Stevie. Yes, please hit the like button, people. So what all did you do today, Youper? What all did you do today? And Stevie, what all did you do today, buddy? How's everything with you? And anything new going to happen up there, Youper, in your neck of the woods? Anything new going to, like, any new surprises coming or anything? What's to wow for, Jose? Well, they do have to chew on you, and then it also depends on your sensitivity to their saliva and stuff like that. I mean, garter snakes are rear fanged also, and I've seen people get bit by one of those and their hands swell up. So in my opinion, there's a lot of stuff out there that does have a mild toxicity to their saliva and stuff. It all depends on your ability, your immune system, how well it fights it or not. You know, yeah. Oh, you kept busy today, Uber, didn't you? No, they are not. They eat. You know, they just grab and start to swallow. Let's see if I can find this for you. Oh, they were adding on to their home? That is awesome. I'm trying to find a good picture here for you. Now that's a garter snake. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that fang in the back there? Yeah, that holds on to prey very well. But it can introduce some very serious, not serious, but enough to make your finger swell up and stuff like that, saliva into your hand or whatever, wherever it bit you. Oh, there's always work at the shop. Yes. I have a cactus thorn in my thumb and it's driving me crazy. There are some really good pictures of a hognose snake's fangs. Now, I'm going to show them to you right here. I don't know how well you'll see it, but we'll try. Wait a minute. Let me do it this way. Are you in here, Justin? Are you ready? I don't know if you've ever seen this, but that's a western hognose snake. You see them two big fangs in there? I'll zoom in on them a little bit so you can get a better view. Trust me when I tell you, you get bit by them, it's going to hurt a little bit, especially on a bigger one. So, yeah, they can hurt you. And again, a lot of people have problems, they bite you. They have a mild toxicity to their bites, but they also have bacteria in their mouth. Their saliva is a foreign body that they can introduce into your like when they bite you, and your body can go into send a super immune, or a super immune response to it, which can make your arms swell up, make you sick. And it doesn't mean it's total venom or not. It means that, there's a foreign body in your system, which could be anything from bacteria or anything. So you can get pretty sick from that. I'll have to go check that out, Rose. So, And if you get an infection from bacteria, you can get pretty sick. You really can. But I always loved my hognose, and they're awesome animals. They really are. I wouldn't recommend them for children, but they're pretty awesome animals, and I would think nothing of I think nothing of breeding them or nothing because they're pretty cool. And if you get a male, they stay smaller. It's the females that get really big. I've seen some like 400-gram females that are just huge, or 300 and something grams it was. No, your state you cannot. Your state, Indiana might be questionable, and I think there's one other state that might be iffy. Our state has a rule that if it's wild caught, you can get in trouble. But if you can prove where you got it from, or if you can, if it's an albino or something like that, they would never say nothing to you. Yeah, a gross. I have to agree. A bite from a person can be worse than that. A cat bite. Cat bites are the worst. If a cat bites you, you'll probably have to go to the hospital if it bites you deep, because cats usually bite and they sink to their gums, and they have a lot of bacteria, and it could make you. Where did you send it to me at? So yeah, anything can bite you and get you sick. So that's the way you got to look at it. But yeah, the hognose, I like those. Guanas. Most monitors have a mild toxin, a venom in their mouth. It's a anticoagulant. Is that how you say it? Coagulant that prevents so your blood can flow better. Well, the closest I've ever had, and I didn't keep it very long, was that copperhead. And that's when I was in Oklahoma and I caught it. Other than that, just my hognose. That's it. If you want to consider them venomous, some people do, some people don't. Depends on who you talk to. I would love to work with venomous reptiles. I really would. There's something about them that just fascinates me. Your links don't work. You're trying to put a link in here, Gary? Wait a minute. Let me fix that for you. I'm sorry. I wasn't even thinking. Let me fix this for you, Gary. Now say something. You can add your links. Oh, I just imagine. There you go. You'll be fine now. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't even know who you were down there, Rose. But yeah, no, I wouldn't mind owning some venomous reptiles. Whereabouts did you live in Oklahoma, Rose? I lived over by Manford, up by Tulsa. I don't know if that was anywhere where you were. Yeah, well, he was in a blue, but he just switched accounts, so I had to make him blue here. You have two blues. Yeah, you can come on with another one, and I'll make you blue again. Yeah. Is that over by Oklahoma City area? You have a rhino viper, Stevie? I thought I didn't know you had venomous reptiles, Stevie. See, I thought about, not venomous, but rhino iguanas too are pretty cool. And rock, I think they'd be cool. But, oh, it's above it. Yeah. So you were little ways from where I was at. Oh, you meant you wish you could have one. Yes. You think you could handle a venomous reptile there, Stevie? I wouldn't mind having a prairie rattlesnake either. Rattlesnakes fascinate me. Prairie rattlesnakes have a little bit of an attitude compared to other rattlesnakes for some reason. I don't know why. But I wouldn't mind having one. And like Gary, what do you have now? Do you have boom slang still now, or what are you down? How many venomous reptiles are you down to? Like it's okay. So I was about an hour from you then, because when you get outside of Tulsa and you go over towards Manford by Sandy Springs and all that, that's like a 45-minute to an hour ride from Tulsa. So no venomous at all. Kids took over. Yeah, that was my main problem too. My wife said no venomous. We had kids, but she still won't let me have one now because she worries about me now and herself, and yeah, that would be fun, Stevie. I'm telling you, I would love to go somewhere and just work with venomous reptiles. I wouldn't mind it. There's a big place in Wisconsin that does venom labs, and I mean, does that venom labs. I wouldn't mind going there, even if it was sweeping the damn floor, just to watch them work with them. It would be a lot of fun. I put that up, Gary, on my other page, and I paused it because I am going to go check it out. I just subscribed to that channel. I don't know why I wouldn't be subscribed to that channel. What are you looking for, buddy? Here's my phone if you need the light.
I was going to say, I'm probably being super blind, and it's right in front of me.
I'm sure it is, bud. What did Mom say they were on her dresser?
I didn't even ask. I asked her what she was on her phone. So I proceeded to walk away.
Wait, what's this over here? Oh, never mind. Open up her top drawer.
I don't see them.
You'd have to go ask her where they're at then, because I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You got them pictures there. I don't know. I haven't seen any. You'd have to ask Mom. She might know where they're at. Let me see where I need someone to teach me my YouTube older video of my. Yes, I definitely went and subscribed to that channel, Gary. Don't blame Becky. I try not. I'm really not going to blame Becky, but yeah. Let me go here. Yeah, I'll have to go check that whole channel out later, because I had no idea you had another channel up with all these interesting animals. I'm going to tell you what another dream reptile is of mine. Venomous wise, coral snakes. You forgot to log into that channel? Yeah. Do you ever think of getting a separate facility just for venomous reptiles, or they don't interest you that much at this point in time in your life? How about you, Yoop? Are you still in here, buddy? Have you ever thought about venomous reptiles? And Justin, how about you? You've been looking for it over the years, huh? I can't get my phone to charge now. It's acting up.
Fun.
There we go. I got it now.
Charging. Oh, something popped up on the screen.
Oh, it's doing this again. Aggravating. We'll see if that time it works. Nope. Uh-oh. I hope I can charge it for... We'll see how that works. But not at the top of the list, huh? Yeah, that could be. Yeah, when you were in Florida, you had Diamondback. You had the Eastern Diamondback. Is that what you said you had down there or something? I can't remember exactly what you said. Yeah, Stevie, that's Gary Orner. You remember him. I interviewed him a couple weeks back. He has 2 channels. Well, and my my dream venomous reptile to have is I wouldn't mind having copperheads, but one of each locale, or a couple from each locality or something would be cool. And a Gila monster. I always wanted a Gila monster. I don't know if you've ever worked with those, Gary, or not. See, and what was that, Gary, if you don't mind me asking? See, Al's a good guy. I love Al, man. He's a great dude. He's the one that gave me a bunch of paperwork on the Hognose thing. Pygmy rattlesnakes. That's another cool one. Did you know a pygmy rattlesnake is not a true rattlesnake, though? It's weird. It's not in the rattlesnake family. It's not. It's classified under a different species. I suppose you did. Oh, inland taipans. Yes. They don't. They have a. Don't they have an anti-venom now, or not now? The Cape Cobra, definitely the most beautiful of all the cobras. It's my opinion. But I'm trying to think of what the cobras are. They're not true cobras, but they are. They call them cobras. A coral cobra. I would not mind having some of them. Yeah, they're not real, but if you have an allergic reaction to it, it's like a bee sting. You can get real sick, almost die. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they do or not. Jim, he works with so much stuff, it's not even funny, man. He's just they just had a cobra lay eggs too. Well, I don't know if I would want to take a bite from a copperhead. Did you see that video on my Facebook page of the girl getting bit? She stepped on it. Its head was sticking out of she had like a tarp down, and its head was sticking out of the tarp, but she didn't see it. And when she stepped on the tarp, I guess she stepped on a snake because it bit her one foot, but she had shoes on, so it bit it in the heel. And as she took her other shoe off and she put her foot down, it bit her on top of the foot. And her whole leg turned black and blue, and she had to go to the hospital and stuff like that. Yeah, I know they do. But it was cool to see them pull the eggs the other day. It was one of their interns or something pulled the eggs or something. I don't know if they were an intern, but they were somebody who worked there did it. I wouldn't even want to get bit by a cobra, man. They don't even have to chew to inject venom. They bite you, they can just dump it in. King cobras are really bad for that. King cobra's venom isn't as bad as like other cobra venoms, but they inject so much. That's what kills you. The amount that they inject. But it is now. Yeah, I guess it is. No, I did not, Stevie. What was big about his video? Let me know what's big, what happened with his video that's really interesting. That's true. If dead is dead, you can never die more. No, I would not want one either. Lancet will make your day messed up. Yeah, they are pretty cool, I have to admit. I don't know if I'd want one. Not that I would be worried about getting bit. It's just they're pretty crazy. They have an attitude when they're about disturbed, especially if it's at night when they're most active, During the day, they're kind of sleepy, but at night, they could be a little cantankerous, as some people say. Komodo dragons. That's funny. I'll tell you another snake that would be quite interesting to have, and I've been looking at them, and I've been really contemplating it, is the tiger rat snake. They're not venomous, but they can give you a run for your money. I can tell you that. What's that? Tiger rat snake? All snakes should be kept singly. Because they, except for garter snakes, do good together in groups. But anything like ball pythons, so you don't want to put none of them together in groups. You want them all to be separate because they're a very solitary animal. But garter snakes, they do communally do well together. Rattlesnakes might also, but I don't know. When it comes time to feeding them, you'd have to separate them there. Them too. Your safe king cobra, them too. Yeah. they could be a little sketchy, you know, with their temperaments too. But I suppose if you worked with them enough, they would be great Uper. But yeah, they're definitely yellowtails, Cribos, definitely on my checklist one time. Those and the king rat snakes. King rat snakes they're very fast, very agile, and they're very spirited. Yes, I definitely would like to get one, and I know exactly what would happen if I got one around here. If I got one around here, and I even took it outside for a second, my neighbors would think I had a king cobra. They'd be on the phone calling the guy, "Hey, you got a king cobra?" Because they don't like it. I have snakes to begin with, but they'd be like, "He's got a king cobra. You need to get over here now." And you know, they'd come kick my freaking door, and I would have to go down and get it to him and show him to him. I'd say, "You know what? Hold on, let me bring it out, and then they'd be like, "No, this is not a cobra, man." Or is it? Tell the cops, or is it? That's all right, Rose. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. Gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, no. They're definitely on the list. They're pricey though, and that's the whole thing that gets me. I don't know. Where would you get one at, Uper? I've been looking, and the only one what's a Blackwater Reptiles or something, I think it is, or no, Black Pearl Reptiles is basically the only place I've really seen them at. And they could be a bit pricey, but I love them. I wouldn't mind having one. Yeah, I think it would be cool to have one. Do you think you can calm them down enough to where they're not wanting to bite you all the time? I mean, you look at BHB Brian over there, which I'm not saying anything bad about Brian. Would never do that. But he has one, and when he takes it out, that thing is trying to bite them like crazy. But that could be because he's got so many other animals. He's so busy. He doesn't have time to devote a lot of time to it. Jeffrey, how are you, buddy? How is my Jeffrey doing? Not my Jeffrey, but my buddy Jeffrey, I should say. How's the weather out there, Jeff? How much does he want for it, though, Uber? That's the question. See, because I like I said, tiger rat snakes or the yellowtail Cribos, definitely. And trust me, Uber, you can tell me because I'm not going to go out and buy it, right? Because I don't know. Oh, yeah. Well, because they do, people think it's strange, but they do. They do interact and get a bond with certain people. That's a tough one, Jeff, because a lot of people ain't breeding this. Some people aren't breeding this year. A lot of people are because of the whole economy thing going on. Well, then maybe you should make him an offer, Uper. Maybe he'll drop the price some. Maybe he'll be like, hey, that too. You have to be able to read the animal. Going on his list. Yeah, see, that's pretty cool. $200. What's $200? Gary, I'm lost somewhere. I lost something some here. Now, Cribos are they're up in the air with people, Oh, offer the snake for $200. Yeah. Yeah, Cribos, they can be pretty pricey. They can run up to, I've seen some for $1,500. But I think the most of them, they're like $450. You plan on breeding them, Uper? That would be cool. 1,700, yeah. Yeah, they're pretty interesting animals. I find them fascinating. They do mess up the cages really bad, though, when they go to the bathroom, boy. But then so do cobras, right? When they go to the bathroom, they decide they might want to paint the whole enclosure. Well, I could tell you why that has happened. I don't know. You've been in the business for a real long time too, right, Gary? I mean, you had to be in there like almost as long as I have been. But I could tell you what happened there. Okay. Jeff, you have a great day at work, my friend. Hang in there. Don't overwork. All right. Peace, brother. 23 years. Yeah, okay. Here you go. Well, they had a people when I first got in 30 something years ago. I don't like to tell because then people could try to figure out how old I am. California king snakes, albinos, were going for $300. $300 plus. Okay. And what happened is I know people that would just go out and just buy them. And then they started building this thing up thinking they were going to make $1 million at it. Well, then they started producing them big time, producing them. Oof. And they were still getting good money for them. Then a recession hit. Okay. And they started mass producing them still. And they were still doing it, doing holdbacks, breeding them. This recession hit. The economy dropped. People stopped buying stuff because people were holding on to their money. All right. And what happened is they had so many animals, they had to get rid of them. So they flooded the market with them. Well, then the price progressively went down. And it went down so bad. It went down to like $35. This is what pet stores were selling stuff for. $35 for king snakes, $35 for corn snakes. And the pet store was only paying $5-10 for them, $7 to $10. You know what I'm saying? So what happened is people weren't making no money at it. So they just started selling off all their stock. And they did this with everything. King snakes, milk snakes, corn snakes, the whole 9 yards. Except corn snakes didn't suffer as bad as like the other ones did. Then when the economy picked up, the prices still didn't go up any. It stayed really low. But people thought they're not going to get back into it because there's going to be no money in it anyway. So they never got back into it. And what happened is now the demand is so high for them, the price skyrocketed back up. 100, 500, $300 for stuff. But there's still stuff that you can't even get because people stopped breeding it because they weren't making money at it. And now it's not even in the hobby anymore. And if it isn't a hobby, it's very, very rare in a hobby. So, that's what I worry about with what's going on now with stuff. People could flood the market so bad, the price could drop down, and it takes 10, 20 years for it to bounce back up again. Do you still have corn snakes? All right, Stevie, do that. Do you have any king snakes or anything like that you're. Yeah, see. You have gophers now? You mean gopher snakes or just gophers in general, gophers? What kind of gopher snakes? Just plain gopher snakes? Do you have the Christmas Mountain gopher snakes? Do you have like, what are they? San Diego gopher snakes? Stuff like that? You get prince and princesses. Justin. Sweet. I don't know if you guys remember Javier. He's a YouTuber. He does Corporal Soda Reptiles. He did a video. I did a giveaway and he won a gopher snake for me. It was a Christmas Mountain gopher snake. The greatest video you ever seen was him unboxing that thing. Oh, it was classic. It was great. I should go see if I can find that for you and put it up here. It's just awesome. Let me see here. Do you still have do you know where the video's at, Uper, or no? Because I'll go find it. They are. And so are pine snakes, like your northern pine snakes, your southern pine snakes, stuff like that. Oh, my eyes. Itchy eye. Yeah, they're all good.
How much longer are you gonna?
Not long.
I need to get the shower done.
I have to go get you the tool, don't I?
Yeah, but are you taking a shower tonight?
Hun.
Oh, you already took one.
Where are you at? I was gonna say I just got out before I got on here. Killed her husband, whacked him.
Did you know who it is?
Yeah, it's that guy Joe. Not Joe, but the other guy, whatever his name is. This is guys. You guys got to go watch that video. That is the greatest video ever. TJ, how are you doing? If you sit here and talk to these guys real quick, I'll run next door and get the tool. 514 times stamp. Yes, you guys have to check that out. And then come back and tell us all what you think of it. Hold on. I'll be right back. I was talking about the gopher snake that we sent to Javier. Where's my shoes going?
I don't see them. Well, geez. I must have shrunk. I shrunk, people. I've shrunk. I still can't see anything. Hold on. Ugh. There we go. I grew up. Ooh, sorry. I need to go get a haircut. I need to get my hair colored. Yeah, it must be from all that abuse that I'm shrinking.
Yeah, pounding your head down to the ground.
I'm getting beat up too much. It's going. It's going. Same shit, different day. You know how it is. Not much going on here other than one of my tiles are coming loose in the shower, but I think it's the grout we bought. It's the wrong grout. So I got other stuff, hopefully. I'm just tired. I've been up since 7, even though I'm done with work at the school and Andrew's done school and I'm still getting up early. You think I can sleep in past 7? No. Oh. past my bedtime, people. But I got to get the shower finished. Oh. So what's everybody's summer plans? Mine is to work. Somebody's got to work. Bills to pay. Mouths to feed. Tummies to fill. No, Justin, I do get a summer break from the school, but unfortunately I have to get a summer job because with no income, can't pay the bills. Can't put food on the table. So unfortunately, I do have to work. But I'm off until Monday. And then the rest of this month, I only work 2 days a week. And then starting next month, I'll go back up to 5 days. You have to show me how to use that.
See, it's got the hook on it. Where the crack is at in there. What you do is just...
Oh, well, I'll go in when you're done because I wanted to show you something anyway.
Okay.
So.
I won't be long.
All right, guys. He's back.
I'll only make about 10 minutes at the most. Ooh, I'm way up in the air. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Justin said later. So, anyway, like I was saying, what were we talking about? Oh, the time. Tell me what you guys think when you guys go check that out. It's 5:14. Oh, man. That is hilarious. That's the best video ever. It really is. So, WB, what do you mean by that? If you don't mind me asking. Even the more, yeah. Why is that, TJ? Why is your summer going to be slow if you don't mind me asking? Oh, welcome back. Duh. Goes over my... See, I'm not good hip with this sling. Sling. See that? With this abbreviation stuff. I got it. Thank you. It's good to be back. It's even going to be better when I'm doing my podcast again. And it's going to be a lot of fun to do the podcast again. Slang. I know what I meant, Uper. That's why I said sling. I was thinking tarantulas for a minute. I was like, wait a minute. I mean slang. Although, maybe I'm just getting old, huh? I got a birthday coming up here in a few weeks. Well, about 2 months. And maybe I'm just getting to that age where it's time to go in a nursing home. Anyway, I've been on for an hour and a half. Please enjoy the videos. It's okay, it happens. You're funny. But please enjoy the videos. Go back and check some of my old vlogs. We'll start doing vlogs again. But check out, your birthday's next month. Yes, it is. The 21st, am I correct? Or something like that? Or, yeah, the 21st, I think. And then check out Javier's channel, too. He's got some, that video is funny. So, anyway, Let me see what TJ said here first. Slow summer YouTube. Oh, the enjoyment of warm weather. I agree with you. And there it is, timestamp 5/14. Definitely check it out. Yours is the 17th of next month. Huh? Becky's is coming up next week. Yours is the 17th. I think Uper's got one in October. Mine's in July. And what? Don't mention yours next week. I already did. I did before you came in here. Don't hit me. Now who's abused? I want to give you a nice birthday on the 28th.
No, my birthday is canceled this year. I don't have a birthday. I'll tell you, if my phone blows up or anyone says anything, or if I get one phone call, one text message, one email, one anything, no, and I'm going to beat you for it.
Okay, her phone number is 701-737
9042
9036. You guys could sit there and text her and say happy birthday. It's on net. It's
I'll turn my fucking phone off on my birthday.
You can start on the 27th.
I will turn my phone off.
But her birthday is the 28th.
I will shut my phone off right now and nobody will get into me.
That's fine. But when you do turn it back on, it will go bing, 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 bing.
I'll never turn it back on.
Wait a minute. Uper said he already bought tickets for the party. Well, Rose, tell your dad happy birthday. Did you see? Yeah, we sealed it. Yes, the tile grout. Yes, we sealed it. It's one spot and it's weird. I don't understand what happened. But then I looked up reviews on this grout, and it seems like everybody who used it has spots where it came out at. So we're gonna go check it all. And yeah, we used grout sealer on it. Yes, we didn't play around. Yeah, everybody's invited. You don't have to even have tickets. It's that one tile I put in. Yes, it is, Uper. How did you know? But yeah, no, it seems like a lot of people had problems with it after they put it up. So, all right, guys. Peace.